Hello viewers, myself Jay Kumar. So welcome back to my channel JK Institute of Mathematics. So viewers, here I will be solving KCET previous year question papers chapter wise from 2014 to 2020. And today we are going to solve the problems on introduction of three-dimensional geometry. If you're watching my video for first time, please subscribe to my channel JK Institute of Mathematics. Then you can get the notification for my new videos. Okay, let's step into the question. So here, so this question they asked in 2020. This question they asked, So actually it was simple. Even I told you na in the examination, even 1 mark also very important, Okay, so first I explain the table, how we can write. First that point I'll explain. So here it is we can start from z coordinate, here. So first 4 times plus and 4 times minus, So plus and next 4 times minus. Next y coordinate is double plus double minus like that. So plus double minus double minus. Okay. Next x coordinate, plus minus plus minus 2 times. Plus minus plus, same repeat. Plus minus plus. Okay. Now, so here this point, actually the point 1 minus 3 4 lies in the octet now. So it is positive and it is negative and it is positive. Positive, negative, positive. So positive, negative, positive. So positive, negative, positive means it belongs to what? Fourth octet. So here option D is correct answer. Suppose it belongs to in which octet? So here it is minus and plus. Minus plus, so minus plus. So it belongs to what? Third coordinate. So it belongs to third. Or suppose 1 minus 3 minus 4. It belongs to. It is positive, negative and negative. So positive, negative. So positive, negative. So it belongs to what? 8th octet. Like that. Okay, this question they given in 2019. So this type also total 3 questions are there. First, actually board is not sufficient. That's why first this question, after next and after next. Like that actually I am planning. So here, please this point please you remember. XY plane divides the line joining the points A and B in the ratio actually they asked me. So ratio and XY plane. These 2 points please you remember. XY plane now. So XY plane means actually generally it's take that is actually lengthy method actually. Just you remember only 1 point. 1 point is enough. The point is XY plane. XY plane means directly the ratio is minus Z1 is to Z2. And here minus. So here Z1 coordinate is what? 5. Minus 5 is to Z2 coordinate is what? Minus. Here minus cancel. So it is 5 is to 3. 5 is to 3. Here just 1 point please remember. Both are positive means that is internally. If it is any one number is negative means that is external. Here both are positive. So 5 is to 3 internal. That is the correct answer. Now okay, this question actually same question it is also, but the change is here xz plane, and the points are a 2, 4, 5, and b is 3, 5, minus 4. That what is the ratio? That means in xz plane divides in the ratio actually here they ask same internally externally same actually. Now it is xz plane now. So xz plane means directly the ratio is minus y1 is to y2. Now minus it is x1, y1 and z1. It is x2, y2 and z2. So here y1 is 4 is to, and y2 is 5. So it is minus 4 is to 5. Here minus 4 is to 5. In this case answer is 4 is to 5 externally. So this is the correct answer. So actually please everybody actually here only they get confused. Both are positive means internally. If one number is negative also externally. Please this point please you remember. Actually many students here only they get confused. Okay. So now actually now this question actually same method. YZ plane divide the line joining the points A and B in the ratio actually they asked. Here also same internally and externally like that actually they asked. So it is YZ plane. So YZ plane means the ratio is minus x1 is to x2. So minus, so here x1 is minus 2 now. So minus 2 please you can put in the bracket here is to x2. Here x2 is what? 3. And here minus into minus is plus. So it is plus 2 is to 3. Here both are positive now. So both are positive means 2 is to 3. That means YZ plane divided in the ratio 2 is to 3 internally. Both are positive means internal. If one number is negative also that is external. Please this point please you remember. So okay. Actually this question they given in KCET 2017 this question they asked. So very simple it is. So please once please you observe here. So here actually the question is the perpendicular distance of the point P6, 7, 8 from XY plane. It is XY plane now. So perpendicular distance of the point P6, 7, 8 from XY plane. XY plane means distance is Z coordinate. So this is the Z coordinate. So here the option is D is the correct answer. It is XY plane means Z coordinate is the answer. Option D is 8. So that is the correct answer. But here it is YZ plane. So YZ plane means distance is X coordinate. So here X coordinate is what? 6. So option B is the correct answer. In this question, here perpendicular distance of the point from ZX plane. ZX plane means answer is Y coordinate. So here Y coordinate is what? 7. So option C is the correct answer. In this type of questions. So actually this question they given in KCET 2017 they asked. So before that first I want to explain here. After we can go this question. Okay. So here reflection of the point A, B, C in XY plane and YZ plane and ZX plane. So first please you observe here. So reflection of the point A, B, C in XY plane. In XY plane means only Z coordinate sign only change. Here it is the Z coordinate. So reflection of the point A, B, C in XY plane is A, B, minus C. Now in YZ plane X coordinate sign only change. So it is the X coordinate. This sign only change. In ZX plane only Y coordinate sign only change. Here it is the y coordinate. That's it. That means reflection of the point A comma B comma C in ZX plane is A comma minus B comma C. Reflection of the point A comma B comma C in YZ plane means minus A comma B comma C. Now this question. So here reflection of the point alpha beta gamma in XY plane. In XY plane means Z coordinate sign only change. Same actually, only Z coordinate sign only change. Just to observe here, this is the Z coordinate, this sign only change. So alpha beta minus gamma. This is the answer. Now here, so this question they asked in CET 2014, they asked here. So this question they asked in another 3 ways also. ಈ question ಈ ವೇದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನೇಮ. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, first of all, the distance of the point to x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. So, or the perpendicular distance of the point to x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the length of the foot of the perpendicular ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು first I'll explain now. So, first of all, the distance of the point to x-axis, point A, B, C ಅಂತ ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so the distance ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ A, B, C ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ distance from point to x-axis ಅಂದ್ರೆ root of b square plus c square ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು x coordinate ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. Now the distance of the point to y-axis, y-axis ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು y coordinate ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, root of a square plus c square. The distance of the point to z-axis, z-axis ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು z coordinate ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. So that's it. Now actually this question is so this question. So the distance of the point P A comma B comma C from x-axis. So actually before actually I explained now. So it is x-axis. X-axis means you can leave this. So answer is root of b square plus c square. Option B is the correct answer. And the second question is the length of the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point P 3, 4, 5 on y-axis. On y-axis means y coordinate ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. So answer is, so root of 3 square is 9 and 5 square is 25. So it is 25. So 9 plus 25 is 34. That means option B is the correct answer. Now third question, the perpendicular distance of the point P3, 4, 6 from z-axis. From z-axis means you can leave that z coordinate. So answer is root of 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. 16 plus 9 plus 16 is 25. So root 25 is 5. Option B is the correct answer. Okay, it is actually it is this type of questions also they asked actually. So it is actually extra question, but maybe we are expecting. Okay, I'll explain now. So here, if a parallelepiped is formed by the planes drawn through the points 5, 8, 10 and 3, 6, 8 parallel to the coordinate planes, then the length of the diagonal of the parallelepiped, is. So these are the options. How we can find the length of the diagonal of the parallelepiped? Okay, so here it is also very simple actually. So this one is x1, y1 and z1, and this is x2 and y2 and z2. Okay, so directly length of the diagonal. Directly length of the diagonal of the parallelepiped directly is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So here x2 minus x1, that means 3 minus 5 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, that means 6 minus 8 whole square plus z2 minus z1, so 8 minus 10 whole square is equal to square root of, here 3 minus 5 is minus 2, minus 2 whole square is 4. Next 6 minus 8, 6 minus 8 are also minus 2 actually, minus 2 whole square also 4, and 8 minus 10 also minus 2, minus 2 whole square is 4. Here 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. So it can be written as what? Root of 4 into 3. So it is root 4 into root 3. So root 4 value is 2 actually. So 2 root 3. So here option A is the correct answer. So okay, so this question also important actually. So here, so the distance between the 2 points is equal to, that means distance between the 2 points is root 27 already they given. Then here we can calculate the value of A here, and before that actually the formula is distance between the 2 points is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square, or you can take x1 minus x2 whole square, y1 minus y2 whole square, z1 minus z2 whole square, also same. Both are same actually. So you can use any one, no problem. So here, but many of the students actually this way only they are and practice and all this way only. That's why I am applying this formula. Okay. So here distance is equal to root 27 already they given now. So distance is equal to directly. So root of x2 minus x1 whole square now. So x2 is 0 and x1 is a. So x2 minus x1, that means 0 minus a whole square. For understanding purpose actually I am writing 2 steps extra. Okay. 0 minus a whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That means 1 minus 0 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So 2 minus 1 whole square is equal to, distance is equal to, they given root 27. Okay. Now root of 0 minus a. 0 minus a is minus a. Minus a whole square is a square plus it is 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 whole square is 1. Next is 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 also 1. 1 whole square is 1 is equal to root of 27. Now here a square, here 1 plus 1 is 2 is equal to root 27. Okay. So root of a square plus 2 and root of 27. Now squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. So both sides actually square root will be cancelled. So directly you write a square plus 2 is equal to 27. A square is equal to 27 plus 2 you take right side. It become minus 2. So a square is equal to 27 minus 2 is 25. A square is equal to 25. So a is equal to what? Plus or minus 5. A square is equal to 25. So a is equal to plus or minus 5. That means root 25 is 5. That's why plus or minus 5. So here
Option B is the correct answer.
Thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, please give me one like, share and subscribe to my channel.